We interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast. The German news agency Transocean said today in a broadcast that the Allied invasion had begun. I repeat, the German news agency Transocean said today in a broadcast that the Allied invasion had begun. There was no Allied confirmation.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this important bulletin from the United Press. Flash, Washington. The White House announces Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Flight controllers here looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction.
The crew of the Space Shuttle Challenger honored us for the manner in which they lived their lives. We will never forget them, nor the last time we saw them this morning as they prepared for their journey and waved goodbye and slipped the surly bonds of earth to touch the face of God.
The whole building just collapsed on us.
Let me get you into Stuyvesant High School.
Nightmares. Armageddon right here.
I'm okay. It collapsed. The top floors collapsed down.
There was like a sonic boom and a firestorm above my head.
Today we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country.
Our government has credible evidence that the White House and Air Force One were targets.
There are a few successes to report, but the outlook is very, very grim. This country, most powerful in the world, has been, in effect, semi-immobilized today by these terrorist attacks, and we can only hope that they are now all over with.
Freedom itself was attacked this morning by a faceless coward, and freedom will be defended. This is now the focus of my administration. But now that war has been declared on us, we will lead the world to victory.
It was December 7th, 1941, actually the next day that FDR said this is the day that shall live in infamy. We are living through another day of infamy for this country.
America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world.
In Columbia, Houston, we see your tire pressure messages and we did not copy your last.
Tonight we are a country awakened to danger and called to defend freedom. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. Our grief has turned to anger, and anger to resolution. Whether we bring our enemies to justice or bring justice to our enemies, justice will be done. The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts, to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them.
The aim of the terrorists is clear: to hurt and to humble America. They have indeed hurt us, but they will never humble us. They will never humble us because Americans have always risen to the occasion when our liberty has been threatened and when liberty must be defended. America's leadership, strength, and history will lead us not only to survive this terrorist attack, but also to remember why we're the greatest country on the face of the earth.
The resolve of our great nation is being tested. But make no mistake, we will show the world that we will pass this test. God bless. I have a message for our military. be ready. I've called the armed forces to alert, and there is a reason. The hour is coming when America will act, and you will make us proud.
From a thought to a dream, from a dream to a seed, the price of freedom you can understand. For you've been wounded in your heart, you've been torn apart. Still to this world, you're like the promised land. Oh, America, to God's hands and keep the light of freedom shining bright to every land. Keep a watchful eye and a loving heart on every woman, child, and man. Oh, America, keep holding from the first, he was there, hearing our forefathers' prayers as you struggle.